Hello everyone, and welcome back to our little corner of wellness. Today, we're going to pull up a chair, have a warm chat, and tackle a topic that truly matters to so many of us as we gracefully move through life's chapters: the health of our muscles. It's a foundational pillar of our independence and vitality. It's a funny thing about getting older, isn't it? One day, you're effortlessly carrying groceries, dancing at a wedding, or perhaps enthusiastically bending down in the garden. And the next, you might notice just a tiny bit more effort, a slight hesitation, perhaps opening that stubborn jar of pickles feels like a wrestling match. Or climbing a flight of stairs leaves you feeling a little more winded than it used to. These are subtle shifts, yes, but they're often whispers from our body, hinting at something called sarcopenia. Now, don't let that medical term scare you. Simply put, sarcopenia is the natural, gradual decline in muscle strength and mass that often begins to accelerate after the age of 60. It's a common part of aging. Yes, but here's the crucial part. The part one want you to truly hear today. It's not an inevitable sentence. We are not helpless observers in this process. In fact, a significant portion of this muscle loss is entirely within our influence. And one of our most powerful allies isn't found in a fancy gym, but surprisingly, right in our own refrigerators and pantries. You see, for years, we've focused on exercise and protein during the day for building muscle. And absolutely, those are foundational. We need to stay active. We need to nourish our bodies throughout the day. But here's the fascinating, often overlooked secret. Your body does some of its most profound, most dedicated muscle repair and rebuilding work while you are completely unconscious. While you're sleeping soundly, your internal construction crew is on the job, diligently mending, strengthening, and even growing new muscle tissue. Imagine it like this: your body is a meticulously designed machine. And when you're awake, it's busy performing, moving, consuming energy, and reacting to the world. But when you drift off to sleep, it shifts into a different mode entirely. It's like the active, bustling factory floor shuts down, and the specialized maintenance crew comes in. This maintenance crew is focused solely on repair, on restoration, and on making sure everything is in tip-top shape for the next day's work. This includes crucial hormonal releases, like growth hormone, which peaks during deep sleep and is absolutely vital for tissue repair and regeneration throughout your body, especially your muscles. If you're not getting enough quality sleep, the deep, uninterrupted kind, these vital repair processes are significantly hampered. It's like trying to build a beautiful, sturdy house when the key workers are constantly on break, or without the right tools and materials available. The work just won't get done efficiently. But here's the catch, my friends. Just like any dedicated construction crew, they need materials. They need the right bricks and mortar, the essential steel beams, to do their work. And if you go to bed without providing your body with those crucial building blocks, primarily amino acids, derived from the proteins we eat, that diligent crew might show up for their night shift only to find the supply shed locked, or critically low. Over time, a few nights here, a few nights there, this can lead to a slow, insidious erosion of your precious muscle mass. It's not about waking up suddenly weaker overnight. It's rather the cumulative effect of many nights where your body is trying its best to repair, but is essentially running on empty. And here's an important nuance, especially for us as we gracefully age. Our bodies can become a little less efficient at utilizing the protein we consume. This phenomenon is sometimes called anabolic resistance, meaning our muscles don't respond as strongly to protein signals as they used to. Think of it like a less sensitive ear. This means that for us, perhaps even more than for younger individuals, being strategic about our protein intake, especially around sleep, becomes incredibly important. We need to be intentional, even a little bit clever, about giving our body the very best chance to do its critical repair work. We can't just rely on general protein intake throughout the day. We need to optimize those critical windows. and the hours we spend sleeping are arguably the most overlooked and impactful of all. So, how can we give our bodies the very best chance to rebuild and repair those muscles while we're catching our Z's? What are those magical building blocks we should be supplying? Well, my dear friends, I'm thrilled to share with you today 3 incredible, easily accessible foods that, when enjoyed before bed, can make a profound difference in your overnight muscle recovery and help you wake up feeling stronger, more vibrant, and ready to embrace the day. These aren't obscure, hard-to-find ingredients. They're humble, delicious, and astonishingly effective. And stick around, because I'll also share 2 vital tips beyond nutrition that can supercharge your muscle health as you age. Let's kick things off with our first bedtime superstar, a drink that's not just delightfully tangy, but a true powerhouse for both sleep and muscle recovery: Tart cherry juice. Now, many of you might be familiar with the general benefits of cherries. But Tart cherries, specifically the Montmorency variety, are in a league of their own when it comes to therapeutic properties. You might be thinking, juice for muscles? How does that work? And that's a great question, because its benefits go far beyond simple nutrition, extending into profound physiological support. Just like with our earlier discussion, the connection between sleep quality and muscle repair is absolutely paramount. If you're tossing and turning, or getting fragmented sleep, your body's repair mechanisms simply won't work optimally. Tart cherry juice steps in beautifully here. It's a natural source of melatonin, the hormone that acts like your body's internal clock, gently signaling that it's time to wind down and sleep. But it's not just the melatonin content. Tart cherries also contain a significant amount of tryptophan, an amino acid that your body uses to produce its own melatonin and serotonin, further enhancing your natural sleep cycle. This dual action makes Tart cherry juice incredibly effective at improving both the duration and quality of your sleep. Consider the science. Research, including studies published in the European Journal of Nutrition, has shown that consuming Tart cherry juice can lead to increased sleep time and improved sleep efficiency in older adults. For instance, one study found that participants who drank Tart cherry juice experienced a significant reduction in insomnia severity, helping them fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. When you sleep better, your body has more time and a better environment to release growth hormone and perform cellular repair, directly benefiting your muscles. But here's where Tart cherry juice truly distinguishes itself for muscle health: its remarkable anti-inflammatory properties. Tart cherries are packed with powerful antioxidants, particularly anthocyanins. These are the compounds that give Tart cherries their vibrant red color, and they are incredibly potent anti-inflammatory agents. When we engage in any physical activity, whether it's a brisk walk, gardening, or even just our daily movements, our muscles experience tiny micro-tears and a certain degree of inflammation. This is a natural part of the healing and strengthening process, but excessive or prolonged inflammation can hinder recovery, increase soreness, and over time, contribute to chronic muscle loss. By drinking Tart cherry juice before bed, you're essentially providing your body with a natural, delicious way to combat inflammation and reduce muscle soreness while you sleep. This allows your muscles to recover more efficiently, minimizing the downtime and discomfort often associated with activity as we age. It's like sending a soothing balm and a swift cleanup crew directly to your muscles while they're at rest. Let me paint a vivid picture for you. Imagine my dear friend George, a spry 78-year-old who absolutely loved his daily walks in the countryside, often covering several miles. Lately, he'd been struggling with persistent muscle soreness in his legs the morning after, making it harder to get out of bed and continue his beloved routine. He found himself reaching for over-the-counter pain relievers more often than he liked, and he worried he might have to scale back his walks. He heard about the benefits of Tart cherry juice for recovery and decided to give it a try. Every evening, about an hour before bed, he would enjoy a small glass of concentrated Tart cherry juice, about 4 to 8 ounces. He told me, his eyes gleaming with newfound enthusiasm. That within just 2 weeks, he noticed a remarkable difference. The stiffness in my calves used to be so stubborn, he explained, like they were locked up. But now, I wake up feeling much more pliable, less like a rusty gate. Not only did his muscle soreness significantly decrease, but he also found himself sleeping more deeply and waking up feeling more refreshed. This simple addition allowed him to continue his long walks with renewed vigor and less discomfort, proving that sometimes, the most potent remedies are found right in nature's bounty, working in harmony with our body's natural rhythms. Another incredible example is Maria, a 70-year-old who loved to knit and crochet, a hobby that required fine motor skills and often led to discomfort. She had started experiencing chronic hand and wrist pain due to mild arthritis, which often flared up at night, making sleep difficult and her hands feel stiff in the mornings. It wasn't just about losing muscle in her hands, but the constant inflammation was a source of great discomfort and limited her cherished pastime. On a friend's recommendation, she started drinking tart cherry juice before bed. While it didn't cure her arthritis, she reported a noticeable reduction in nighttime inflammation, less stiffness in her joints, and a general feeling of less aches in her muscles in the morning. This allowed her to sleep more soundly, and she found she could knit for longer periods during the day without as much pain, truly improving her quality of life and maintaining the dexterity and strength of her hand muscles. It gave her back a piece of her beloved hobby. So, if you're looking for a simple, natural, and incredibly effective way to boost your sleep quality and accelerate muscle recovery by combating inflammation, a glass of pure, unsweetened tart cherry juice before bed is an exceptional choice. It's a testament to how whole foods can provide multifaceted benefits, acting as both a sleep aid and a powerful recovery tool. Just be sure to choose pure, unsweetened tart cherry juice to avoid any unnecessary added sugars that could counteract the benefits. Next up, we have an absolute powerhouse, a food that has graced tables and nourished bodies around the world for millennia. And for incredibly good reason: eggs, often hailed as nature's multivitamin. Their benefits extend far beyond just breakfast. When it comes to supporting our muscles, especially as we age, eggs are truly in a league of their own. Now, when we talk about muscle protein synthesis, that's the scientific, yet elegant term for the intricate process of building new muscle tissue. Eggs are widely considered the gold standard. They're like the master key that unlocks your body's ability to repair, recover, and grow. Why are they so special, you ask? Because eggs are what we call a complete protein. This means they contain all 9 essential amino acids that our bodies simply cannot produce on their own and must obtain from our diet. These essential amino acids are the fundamental building blocks our muscles crave for repair and growth, especially after a day of activity, or simply to combat the natural wear and tear of living. Without a complete profile of these amino acids, our body's construction crew cannot efficiently complete its work, no matter how hard they try. Among these essential amino acids, there's one superstar that deserves a standing ovation, a true MVP in the world of muscle building: leucine. Leucine is more than just an amino acid, it's the crucial on switch for muscle protein synthesis. It doesn't just provide building blocks, it signals to your body's muscle cells, essentially telling them, "All right team, time to get to work and build some new muscle." This signaling pathway, often referred to as the mTOR pathway, is incredibly sensitive to leucine. When leucine levels are adequate, this pathway is activated, initiating the complex cascade of events that leads to new muscle protein creation. And eggs are exceptionally rich in leucine, gram for gram. They deliver a potent dose, making them highly bioavailable, meaning your body can easily absorb and utilize their nutrients. Just one large egg can provide a significant boost, especially for us seniors. Here's why this is so critical for older adults. As we age, our bodies can become a little less sensitive to these muscle building signals, a phenomenon known as anabolic resistance. Think of it like a less sensitive ear that needs a louder sound to hear clearly. Therefore, to effectively kickstart that muscle building process, we often need a higher dose of protein, and specifically, a higher concentration of leucine, per meal than younger individuals. So, even one egg consumed strategically can pack a significant punch, delivering that critical leucine to optimize your nighttime recovery and counteract anabolic resistance. Making every bit of effort count. Eating an egg or two before bed provides your body with a steady, high-quality supply of these vital amino acids, including that crucial leucine, setting the stage for optimal overnight repair. You're essentially giving your nighttime construction crew all the premium-grade steel beams, the finest timber, and top-notch equipment they need to rebuild, strengthen, and even add new fibers to your existing muscles. It's like ensuring they have everything they need to make sure your structural integrity is not just maintained, but actively improved, minimizing the natural wear and tear that comes with age. And because eggs are so easily digestible for most people, they deliver these nutrients efficiently without causing stomach upset or discomfort for most people before sleep, which is paramount for a restful night. Beyond their unparalleled protein power, eggs are also a fantastic source of a host of other nutrients vital for overall health and indirectly for muscle function. Vitamin D, crucial for bone health, but also plays a direct role in muscle strength and function. Studies have consistently shown a link between vitamin D deficiency and muscle weakness, particularly in older adults, emphasizing its importance beyond just bones. Choline, a vital nutrient often grouped with B vitamins, essential for brain health, nerve function, and supporting neurotransmitter synthesis. Good nerve function is directly tied to muscle control, coordination, and the ability to execute movements efficiently, making it crucial for maintaining agility and preventing falls. B vitamins, B6, B12, folate, riboflavin. These are the workhorses of energy metabolism. They help convert the food we eat into usable energy, which is essential for every aspect of muscle activity, from contraction to recovery. B12, in particular, is crucial for nerve health and red blood cell formation, efficiently delivering oxygen to our hard-working muscles. Selenium, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect cells from oxidative damage, including delicate muscle cells, which are constantly exposed to metabolic byproducts. Healthy fats. The fat in egg yolks provides a sustained source of energy and aids in the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, like vitamin D, making the nutrients in eggs even more effective. So, you're not just getting muscle fuel, you're getting a complete nutritional package that supports your entire body, allowing your muscles to perform and recover at their best, and ensuring your body has all the cofactors it needs for optimal repair. Let me share Arthur's compelling story, a true testament to the power of a simple egg. Arthur, a spry 85-year-old gentleman, lived for his garden in the quiet suburbs of Vermont. He spent countless hours tending to his prize-winning roses and meticulously cultivated vegetable patches, finding immense joy and purpose in it. It was his sanctuary, his daily ritual of connection with nature. But lately, he'd often wake up feeling like he'd run a marathon. His muscles, particularly in his back and legs, would be so profoundly sore and slow to recover after even a moderate day in the garden, making his beloved passion a bit of a painful endeavor. He'd found himself reaching for over-the-counter pain relievers more often than he liked, and sometimes the soreness was so debilitating, he'd skip a day in the garden altogether, which truly saddened him. He felt his independence slipping. His granddaughter, Sarah, a budding nutritionist who was passionate about elder care and holistic wellness, knew about his struggles. She explained to him the concept of anabolic resistance and the critical role of high-quality protein, especially before bed, to fuel nighttime recovery. She suggested he try adding a hard-boiled egg or two to his evening routine, about an hour before he settled down for the night. Initially skeptical, He thought eggs were just for breakfast, or maybe a quick lunch. Arthur gave it a try, partly to humor his beloved granddaughter. He noticed, to his genuine surprise, that after just a couple of weeks, the intense post-gardening soreness began to diminish significantly. "It's not that I don't feel anything," he told Sarah one morning, a surprised chuckle in his voice, "but it's a manageable ache. Not that deep, throbbing soreness that used to linger. I feel less tired, too, like my body really rested." He felt less fatigued the next morning, and his muscles felt less beat up. As he put it, "It's not a magic potion, mind you," he said, a twinkle in his eye, "but it certainly takes the edge off, and lets me get back to my roses quicker, without that dreadful stiffness. I even picked up those heavy bags of soil yesterday without nearly as much effort." This simple, consistent addition allowed him to continue enjoying his beloved hobby without as much discomfort, preserving his independence and his joy in a way he hadn't thought possible. It's a powerful testament to how sometimes the simplest, most fundamental foods hold the most profound power for our well-being and functional capacity. Another insightful example comes from Evelyn, a retired librarian, aged 72, who lived in a charming, older home with many stairs. Evelyn had always prided herself on being independent, living alone and managing all her household chores. However, she started experiencing a noticeable decline in her grip strength and overall arm strength, making tasks like carrying laundry baskets up and down stairs or even lifting her teacup feel taxing. She wasn't particularly interested in vigorous exercise, but she wanted to maintain her functional strength and avoid feeling frail. After hearing about the benefits of protein before bed for overnight repair, she started having a quick, light dinner, followed by a scrambled egg with a pinch of salt about an hour before sleeping. Evelyn reported that within a month and a half, she felt a subtle but definite improvement in her overall muscle tone and energy. "I can carry my laundry basket with one hand now, without having to stop halfway up the stairs," she proudly announced, demonstrating a surprising grip, "and my grip feels stronger when I open jars. It's like my arms are less flimsy and just feel more solid." This small, consistent nutritional tweak, combined with her regular daily activities and a newfound confidence, helped her retain the crucial functional strength needed for her independence and peace of mind. So, whether it's a quick hard-boiled egg, a light scramble, or even an egg folded into a small protein smoothie, eggs are a fantastic, affordable, versatile, and highly effective way to fuel your muscles while you sleep, making them a non-negotiable part of your nighttime nutrition strategy. They offer superior protein quality and a wealth of supporting nutrients that truly make them a complete package for muscle health in our golden years, laying a strong foundation for tomorrow. And finally, our third incredible bedtime food, a true champion for sustained overnight muscle nourishment and protection, cottage cheese. Cottage cheese has long been a secret weapon among elite athletes, bodybuilders, and fitness enthusiasts for its remarkable muscle building and recovery properties, and for very good reason. But its immense benefits for seniors, particularly for actively preventing muscle loss and supporting continuous recovery, are often surprisingly overlooked. It's a humble, often underestimated dairy product that holds a key to our nighttime muscle health, providing a steady stream of vital nutrients when your body needs them most. The secret to cottage cheese's unique power lies predominantly in its specific protein profile, specifically a protein called casein. Now, stick with me here, because this is fascinating and incredibly impactful for maintaining our strength as we age. Unlike other proteins, such as whey protein, which are quickly digested and rapidly absorbed into your bloodstream, think of whey protein as a fast-acting shot of amino acids, excellent for immediate post-workout recovery. Casein is a slow-digesting protein. It's often referred to as the tortoise of proteins, in the absolute best possible way. Imagine it as a meticulously designed time-release capsule for amino acids. When you consume cottage cheese before bed, That casein protein doesn't rush into your system. Instead, when it reaches your stomach, it forms a soft, gel-like curd. This gel then gradually breaks down, slowly and steadily releasing a continuous stream of amino acids into your bloodstream throughout the entire night, often for 6 to 8 hours. This continuous trickle of amino acids is absolutely crucial because it provides a sustained supply of building blocks to your muscles while you sleep. This effectively prevents muscle breakdown, a process known as catabolism, which can happen if your body runs out of readily available amino acids and starts to cannibalize its own existing muscle tissue for fuel during prolonged fasting periods. Like overnight sleep, by providing this steady, prolonged supply of nutrients, cottage cheese actively supports growth and repair, ensuring your muscles are constantly fed, protected from being broken down, and primed for recovery. Imagine that nighttime construction crew we talked about earlier. Instead of giving them all their materials at once, only for them to run out halfway through the night, cottage cheese ensures they have a consistent, uninterrupted flow of supplies, allowing them to work diligently, all night long, without hitting a snag, maximizing the anabolic window that sleep provides. This sustained delivery is particularly vital for preserving and building muscle mass, especially as our bodies become less efficient at utilizing protein with age. It helps us wake up with our muscles feeling nourished, rather than depleted or starved of essential building blocks. Beyond its casein dominance, cottage cheese also contains a smaller amount of whey protein, giving you a synergistic blend of both fast and slow digesting proteins for a broader and more effective amino acid profile, a truly comprehensive protein source. It's also an excellent source of calcium, which is vital for strong bones, and remember, strong bones and strong muscles go hand in hand for preventing falls and maintaining mobility. Furthermore, it provides essential B vitamins, important for energy metabolism, and phosphorus, another key mineral for bone health, kidney function, and energy production. You can choose low-fat or full-fat cottage cheese depending on your dietary needs and preferences. Both offer the same high-quality protein benefits. Let me share a particularly impactful example, a story that truly highlights the protective aspect of cottage cheese during times of reduced activity. My friend John, a vibrant man in his late 60s, was facing a challenging period. He was recovering from a minor knee surgery that required him to be significantly less active than usual for several weeks, and extended periods of bed rest were part of his initial healing process. He was understandably concerned about losing muscle mass and strength, a common worry during periods of inactivity, as muscles can atrophy quickly without consistent stimulation. His physical therapist, recognizing the critical importance of nutritional support in recovery, strongly suggested he incorporate a small serving of cottage cheese into his evening routine. John admitted he wasn't a huge fan of cottage cheese initially, the texture wasn't quite his thing, and he hadn't eaten it since childhood, but he was determined to recover well and regain his mobility as quickly as possible. So he committed to trying it. He'd experiment, mixing it with a few fresh berries, or a tiny drizzle of honey and a sprinkle of cinnamon, to make it more palatable and enjoyable. To his genuine surprise and delight, within just a few weeks, he felt a noticeable difference. He didn't experience the usual profound post-surgery fatigue and muscle weakness that he had anticipated with such prolonged inactivity. In fact, his physical therapist commented on how quickly he seemed to be regaining strength in his rehabilitation sessions and how well his muscles were maintaining tone despite reduced activity. "I truly believe that cottage cheese was my secret weapon," John told me with conviction, his eyes sparkling. "It felt like my muscles were being fed all night long. Even when I couldn't move much, it kept me from feeling like I was wasting away while I rested. Like I was actively preserving my strength." This simple, consistent addition played a significant role in maintaining his muscle mass and supporting his recovery during a critical time, allowing him to bounce back faster and stronger than he or his doctors initially expected. It's a powerful testament to the power of sustained protein release for recovery, maintenance, and prevention of muscle loss during challenging times. Another common scenario where cottage cheese proves invaluable is for those managing blood sugar levels, which indirectly impacts muscle health. Consider Margaret, a 75-year-old with pre-diabetes. She found that sometimes she would wake up feeling ravenous in the middle of the night, which often led to unhealthy snacking on sugary items, causing blood sugar spikes. Her nutritionist suggested adding a small serving of cottage cheese before bed. Not only did the slow-digesting casein keep her feeling satiated throughout the night, preventing those disruptive late-night hunger pains, but the steady, sustained release of amino acids also helped stabilize her blood sugar levels, preventing nighttime dips and spikes that can be detrimental to overall metabolic health. This indirectly supported her muscle health by maintaining a more stable metabolic environment, which is conducive to muscle repair and growth, rather than muscle breakdown due to energy fluctuations or insulin resistance. Margaret reported feeling more rested and less irritable in the mornings, and her overall blood sugar control improved significantly, contributing to her energy levels throughout the day. So, whether it's a small bowl of cottage cheese, plain, or perhaps with a few fresh berries, a sprinkle of cinnamon, or even a tiny drizzle of honey, it is an exceptional choice for anyone looking to actively support muscle growth, prevent breakdown, and ensure their body has the continuous fuel it needs throughout the entire night. It's truly a powerhouse for sustained overnight muscle care and a simple yet effective tool in your healthy aging arsenal. There you have it, my dear friends. 3 simple, accessible, and truly powerful foods that can make a profound difference in how your body repairs and rebuilds muscle while you sleep. But as I often say, optimal health is rarely about one single magic bullet. It's about understanding the incredible wisdom of our bodies, especially as we age, and making small, consistent, smart choices that support our long-term health, our vitality, and our precious independence. Remember, sarcopenia, that muscle loss we talked about, isn't an inevitable sentence you're condemned to. It's a challenge we can meet with knowledge, with thoughtful action, and with the incredible power of good nutrition and consistent healthy habits. By incorporating foods like Tart cherry juice for superior sleep and anti-inflammatory recovery, eggs for that essential muscle building, on switch, and complete amino acid profile, and cottage cheese for that vital slow release overnight nourishment, alongside ensuring you're well hydrated and moving gently every day, you are not just making small changes, you are actively investing in your strength, your energy levels, your ability to enjoy your favorite activities, and ultimately, your quality of life for all the beautiful years to come. These are simple steps, but their cumulative impact can be truly life-changing. I encourage you to try incorporating 1 or 2 of these into your evening routine and just notice how you feel. Pay attention to your sleep quality, your morning energy, and how your body responds. Keep a small journal if you like, noting down what you eat and how you feel the next day. Small, consistent efforts can bring about monumental improvements. And before we wrap up today, let's quickly address a few important points that often come up, because understanding the how is just as important as the what. Timing is everything. When to enjoy your bedtime bites, you might be wondering. When exactly should I eat these foods before bed? Is right before I close my eyes okay? The goal is to provide your body with these crucial nutrients enough time to begin the digestion process without causing you discomfort or a heavy feeling when you lie down. Generally, aiming for 45 minutes to 1 hour before you plan to go to sleep is ideal. This allows your stomach a gentle head start on processing the food, but isn't so close to bedtime that it might stimulate your metabolism too much or cause digestive upset, which would defeat the purpose of trying to improve sleep and recovery. Remember, we want to facilitate peaceful sleep, not interrupt it. A too heavy meal too close to bedtime can indeed lead to indigestion, heartburn, and disrupted sleep, counteracting all our good intentions. So, Plan your timing mindfully, ensuring you feel comfortably settled, not overly full. Lactose sensitivity. What if dairy isn't for me? I always say, listen to your body first. Each of us is a unique individual with different needs and sensitivities. If you're lactose intolerant or simply don't enjoy the texture or taste of cottage cheese or other dairy, please don't force it. There are excellent alternatives for protein, although perhaps not with the exact same slow-release profile of casein. For instance, a small handful of almonds or walnuts provide some protein, healthy fats, and a bit of magnesium. Certain plant-based protein powders, like pea protein or soy protein, if tolerated, can be mixed with water or plant milk for a pre-bedtime shake. Even a small portion of lentils or beans from your dinner, if digested well, can contribute. The key is finding a high-quality protein source that works for your body and doesn't disrupt your sleep. A nutritionist can also help you identify the best non-dairy protein sources for your unique needs. The food first philosophy. Are supplements necessary? A common question I receive is, should I just take a protein supplement or a melatonin pill instead? My answer is consistently, prioritize whole, natural foods first. The foods we've discussed today, Tart cherry juice, eggs, and cottage cheese, offer so much more than just isolated nutrients. They provide a complex matrix of vitamins, minerals, fiber, antioxidants, and beneficial compounds that work synergistically in your body. This food synergy often means the combined effect is greater than the sum of its parts, something no single supplement can fully replicate. For example, the protein in eggs comes packaged with vitamin D and choline, while Tart cherry juice offers a spectrum of anthocyanins. A protein powder or melatonin pill, while having their place, typically offer only a single or a few isolated nutrients, while supplements can be beneficial in specific cases, especially if you have diagnosed deficiencies, very high activity levels, or specific dietary restrictions. They should always complement, not replace, a wholesome diet. Think of them as supportive cast members, not the main stars of your nutrition show. Always consult with your doctor or a registered dietitian before starting any new supplement regimen, especially if you have underlying health conditions or are taking medications. They can provide personalized guidance. Now, for those 2 vital tips that go beyond what's on your plate, but are absolutely critical for supporting your muscles and overall vitality as you age. These are often overlooked but are truly foundational. We often hear about drinking enough water, but its profound impact on our muscles, especially for older adults, cannot be overstated. Water isn't just about quenching thirst. It's the very medium in which almost all our bodily functions occur. It's the silent workhorse behind every cellular process. Think of your muscles as plump, efficient sponges. When they are well hydrated, they are plump, flexible, and efficient, capable of contracting and relaxing smoothly. But when they are dehydrated, even slightly, they become less efficient, more prone to fatigue, cramping, and injury. Every muscle contraction, every nerve signal that tells your muscle to move, relies on adequate fluid balance within and around the cells. Dehydration can lead to a cascade of negative effects on your muscles. Reduced muscle performance. Your muscles simply won't have the same strength, power, or endurance, making even simple tasks feel harder. Increased fatigue. Even mild dehydration can make you feel drained, sluggish, and mentally foggy, impacting your motivation to move. Painful muscle cramps. Dehydration disrupts the delicate balance of electrolytes, like sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium, crucial for nerve and muscle communication, often leading to painful, involuntary muscle spasms, impaired nutrient delivery and waste removal. Water is the transport system for all those wonderful amino acids and other nutrients we've talked about, delivering them efficiently to your working muscles. It also carries away metabolic waste products that can cause soreness. If the transport system is sluggish, so is the delivery and waste removal. Slower recovery. Post-exercise soreness and overall muscle recovery are significantly impacted by hydration levels. Well-hydrated muscles recover faster and more effectively. Joint lubrication. While not directly muscle tissue, proper hydration supports the synovial fluid in your joints, which can indirectly make movement feel smoother and less painful, encouraging muscle use. As we age, our sense of thirst can diminish, meaning we don't always feel thirsty even when our bodies are in desperate need of water. Additionally, certain medications, like diuretics for blood pressure, can inadvertently contribute to dehydration. So, it's crucial to be proactive and make conscious efforts to hydrate throughout the day. How to stay consistently well hydrated for optimal muscle health. Drink consistently throughout the day. Don't wait until you're parched. Aim for small, regular sips of water or other healthy fluids every hour or so. Make it a habit. Keep water accessible. Have a water bottle next to your chair, by your bed, in your car, or carry one when you go out. Seeing it reminds you to drink. Flavor your water naturally. If plain water is boring, try adding slices of lemon, lime, cucumber, berries, or sprigs of mint for a refreshing, natural flavor boost. Eat water-rich foods. Many fruits and vegetables, like watermelon, oranges, strawberries, lettuce, celery, and cucumbers, contribute significantly to your fluid intake. These are delicious and hydrating. Monitor your urine color. This is a simple, effective gauge. Pale yellow urine generally indicates good hydration. Darker urine suggests you need more fluids. Hydrate around activity. Drink water before, during, and after any physical activity, no matter how gentle. Consider Robert, a 70-year-old retired teacher who loved to play golf. He was often plagued by debilitating muscle cramps in his legs during his games. Especially on hotter days, he attributed it to simply getting older and the wear and tear on his body. However, a candid conversation with his doctor during a routine checkup revealed he was consistently mildly dehydrated. Simply by increasing his consistent water intake throughout the day, making sure to drink a glass before bed and immediately upon waking, and sipping water regularly on the golf course, Robert noticed a dramatic reduction in his cramps. It's such a simple thing, but it made all the difference, he told me, shaking his head in disbelief. I can finish 18 holes now without feeling like my legs are going to seize up. My muscles just feel happier, more lubricated, if you will. This highlights how foundational hydration is to muscle function and overall well-being, especially for those pursuing active hobbies and wanting to minimize discomfort. And now, for our second crucial tip. A partner to nutrition that truly completes the muscle health picture and ensures all that good food is put to its best use. While this video focuses on nighttime nutrition to fuel muscle repair, it's absolutely paramount to remember that muscles need to be used to thrive. You can fuel them perfectly with the best foods, but if they are never challenged, they won't maintain their strength, regenerate effectively, or grow. The good news is, you absolutely do not need to become a competitive athlete or lift heavy weights to reap enormous benefits. Even gentle, consistent movement can make an enormous difference in preserving and enhancing your muscle health. Why movement is vital for muscle health in seniors. Stimulates muscle protein synthesis. Physical activity, especially resistance-based movement, even light resistance from your own body weight, sends a strong signal to your muscles to grow and repair. This works synergistically with the protein you eat. The movement provides the signal, and the protein provides the building blocks. Maintains muscle mass and prevents atrophy. The adage, use it or lose it, is particularly true for muscles. Regular movement prevents the rapid decline and wasting away, atrophy, of muscle tissue that can occur with prolonged inactivity. Improves blood flow and nutrient delivery. Exercise increases circulation throughout your body, efficiently delivering vital oxygen and nutrients to your muscles and actively helping to remove metabolic waste products that can cause fatigue and soreness. Enhances functional strength and independence. Consistent movement helps you maintain the strength and power needed for everyday tasks, like getting out of a chair, carrying groceries, reaching for objects, or walking up a slight incline. This directly improves your independence and overall quality of life. Boosts bone density. Muscles pulling on bones during exercise creates a beneficial stress that helps keep bones strong and dense, reducing the risk of osteoporosis and debilitating fractures, which often accompany falls. Improves balance and reduces fall risk. Stronger core and leg muscles. Combined with better proprioception, your body's awareness of its position in space, developed through movement, significantly lower the chances of falling, a leading cause of injury and disability in older adults. Mood and cognitive benefits. Beyond the physical, movement releases endorphins, boosting mood, reducing stress, and even supporting cognitive function, all of which contribute to a more holistic sense of well-being that encourages a healthier lifestyle. Practical, accessible ways to incorporate gentle movement, even if you're just starting. Daily walks. Even a consistent 15 to 30 minutes of brisk walking outdoors or on a treadmill can be incredibly beneficial for cardiovascular health. Leg strength and mood. Break it up into shorter 5 to 10-minute strolls if needed. Chair exercises. If standing or balancing is difficult, many effective exercises can be done safely and comfortably from a sturdy chair. Focus on leg lifts, arm raises with light weights, or cans of soup, seated marches, and core engagement. Resistance bands. These are fantastic, affordable, and versatile tools for gentle strength training that provide resistance without heavy weights. You can use them for bicep curls, shoulder presses, leg extensions, and even glute activation exercises with minimal impact. Stretching and flexibility. Gentle stretching, perhaps morning and evening, improves range of motion, keeps muscles limber, and prevents stiffness. Practices like Tai Chi and gentle yoga are excellent for improving flexibility, balance, and mind-body connection. Incorporate movement into daily tasks. Look for movement opportunities throughout your day. Take the stairs instead of the elevator if safe. Park a little further away. Do a few squats or calf raises while waiting for the kettle to boil or the microwave to finish. Stand up and stretch during commercial breaks. Every single bit of movement counts and adds up over time. Consider Mrs. Schmidt, a cheerful 80-year-old who lived in an apartment building in Chicago. She had always been active, but a fall 2 years prior left her wary of exercise and understandably fearful. She found herself increasingly avoiding stairs, taking elevators, and walking less even within her building, leading to a noticeable decline in her strength and balance. After a frank discussion with her physical therapist, who emphasized consistent gentle movement over intense workouts, she started a very simple, manageable routine. This included 5 minutes of chair stands, standing up and sitting down repeatedly from a sturdy chair, 5 minutes of arm raises with light cans of soup, and a 10-minute walk around her apartment hallway, twice a day. Crucially, she combined this consistent movement with her improved nighttime nutrition, ensuring her muscles had the fuel to recover. Slowly but surely, Mrs. Schmidt started to feel stronger. Her balance improved, and her confidence soared. "The stairs don't feel like Mount Everest anymore," she exclaimed one morning, beaming, "and I can reach things on the top shelf without wobbling. I even joined the building's walking club." This consistent, gentle effort, combined with optimal nutrition, helped her regain her confidence, significantly reduce her fear of falling, and truly transformed her daily life, proving that consistent, mindful movement, no matter how small, yields incredible results. There you have it, my dear friends. 3 simple, accessible, and truly powerful foods: Tart cherry juice, eggs, and cottage cheese, that can make a profound difference in how your body repairs and rebuilds muscle while you sleep. And 2 vital, often underestimated tips: optimal hydration and consistent gentle movement, that truly complete the picture for thriving muscle health and vitality as you age. Remember, sarcopenia, That muscle loss we talked about isn't an inevitable sentence you're condemned to. It's a challenge we can meet with knowledge, with thoughtful action, and with the incredible power of good nutrition and consistent healthy habits. By incorporating foods like Tart cherry juice for superior sleep and anti-inflammatory recovery, eggs for that essential muscle building, on switch, and complete amino acid profile, and cottage cheese for that vital slow release overnight nourishment, alongside ensuring you're well hydrated and moving gently every day, you are not just making small changes, you are actively investing in your strength, your energy levels, your ability to enjoy your favorite activities, and ultimately, your quality of life for all the beautiful years to come. These are simple steps, but their cumulative impact can be truly life-changing. I encourage you to try incorporating one or two of these into your evening routine and just notice how you feel. Pay attention to your sleep quality, your morning energy, and how your body responds. Keep a small journal if you like, noting down what you eat and how you feel the next day. Small, consistent efforts, applied over time, can bring about monumental improvements that empower you to live your best life. What are your go-to bedtime snacks? Have you tried any of these foods before bed? And if so, what was your experience? How do you incorporate gentle movement into your day? Share your stories, tips, and questions in the comments below. I absolutely love hearing from you and building this wonderful community together. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel so you don't miss our future videos on living a vibrant, healthy life. Until next time, take good care of yourselves, nurture your wonderful bodies, and sleep well. You truly deserve it.